And so we hold these ideals up that, oh, this is so beautiful and what have you. And in order to lift that up, you have to put yourself down. And so we live in this world, our psychology, our brain. This is what it does. It goes through the world through similarities and differences, similarities and differences. It's what I call the PDR in my spectrum. You know, the spectrum I told you about when I died on either ends. And on one end it's called the SDR, which is the spiritually driven reality is what I call it. And on the other end is the PDR, the psychologically driven reality. And the psychologically driven reality divides all that is united. Divides the indivisible, separates the inseparables. And the SDR unites all that is divided. Now, where your life is happening is in the SDR, is in the repeatlessness moment. That's where it is occurring, in the here and now, where everything is fresh and new. But then we reflect on it, and then we project into it, and all this other kind of stuff over here in the PDR, and we think that this is who we are. And everything about mind control that has come at us for the last 300 years has been about separating you from this, because when you are here, they don't have control. One of the first mechanisms that was put into place was the Gregorian calendar. It's the calendar that we have today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 2008. And in one of I've been looking for what I consider to be the biggest dogma on the planet. Okay, dogma being defined unquestioned belief. What is the biggest unquestioned belief on this planet?
The way you measure time.
What day it is. And what happens is that all the Aboriginal people, all the people who were in tune with nature, who were what we would call now in ecological terms, ecocentric people. You have ecocentric and you have anthropocentric. Anybody read The Web of Life? You know that book? Check it out. Very good. Ecocentric, anthropocentric. Anthropocentric people are those who believe that they are separate from the environment and that the environment is there for them to manipulate for their well-being. That's an anthropocentric person. Do we see any of that on the planet today? And an ecocentric person, which were the primitive cultures, not only believed that they were part of the environment, in fact, they didn't even separate them as part of, they were the environment. That their bodies are cells that are in the environment, that are interacting with it. And they had this intuitive connection with everything, with all of life and what have you. And the Catholic Church saw that, that's not a good thing, because if they're free and they have this intuition thing and they're all connected to the earth, we have no control over them. So hey, you know what? Here's a calendar. Boom. Today is today. And it will be this way tomorrow, it will be that way, and put everybody into schedules where now every consciousness around an ecosystem is centered around its calendar. In fact, who you are is measured by a calendar, by how many widgets you can produce by 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. That's your value. And your age and what you can do. And when you're going to go to school and when you're going to graduate and when you're going to this and blah, blah, blah. It's not real. It doesn't exist. And that was one of the very first control mechanisms that came into place.